ABC 17 News investigates what's being done at Columbia's Activity and Recreation Center following a fight with a gun.
You might remember this fight that we covered in June at the Arc. At least 2 people involved in this facing charges now, including one woman who brought a gun into the building. Well, I got my hands on that security video showing the person coming in unstopped with the gun and what Parks and Recreation is doing months after. Dozens of people went about their Sunday afternoon at the Activity and Recreation Center like many other days. But the swimming and playing was interrupted by a fight around 4:30. I got some security video from the Arc that afternoon. The lobby camera shows a woman running to something happening off screen. Police say that woman is 38-year-old Lakeisha Thomas. A minute later, several people can be seen pushing each other in front of the desk. That woman then leaves to the parking lot where she stops at a vehicle. She returns with a gun in hand and runs by staff without anything stopping her.
You can see her clear as day walk right past the front desk with a firearm.
AJ Rugen was there that day in the pool. What do you think of that?
I mean, that's crazy. That's nuts. First off, that's not something an adult does. You know, an adult should know better that you don't carry a firearm like that. You don't use a weapon like that.
That fight went outside the Arc, just on the other side of a window at the pool. A camera in the pool area is the best angle showing the fight, but that only captures it from afar, where some people can be seen punching someone below the window.
What did you think whenever you saw that part of the video?
So that is one that's very disturbing, to watch someone on a video that has a gun that comes in a building.
Parks Director Gabe Huffington says the department spent the last several months figuring out what to do next. That includes changes to building security, staffing, and policies. Huffington says, for starters, they'll install new security cameras around the property next month.
All of these areas, as we sit down and talk to the police department, where they would have liked to have had that footage, we will now have coverage in the building.
In March, a woman warned the Columbia City Council about threats and fights happening at the Arc.
There is a situation waiting to happen. If you guys, city, whoever is going to take care of this, it needs to happen. It needs to happen fast.
Huffington said that warning prompted them to bring private security into the building, but those workers weren't there the day of the fight. That's something Rugen tells me he'd like to see more of.
I don't know what their plans are for security staffing and how many they're going to have, but I think having one near the door at all times would be a good idea.
The city's also looking into reconfiguring the front desk. They'll spend the next several months figuring out the best way to do it. Remember that the woman ran right by the desk and its worker there. Huffington says possibly putting the desk right in front of the doors can help workers keep an eye on who's coming in.
As you alluded to it, she walked right by that desk and walked to the back of the building. And so one of the conversations we're going to have is, how do we have better control of an individual that comes into the building?
Rugen says staff needs some sort of alert system for people that might bring in a weapon.
Particularly if you see somebody coming towards the building with a gun and you can set off an alarm, having that barrier to slow them down, seconds matter.
The Parks Department will also hire another full-time staff member to work the front desk. It installed new software last month, allowing workers to track incidents like fights. Huffington says they're also looking at ways to get identification from daily visitors. But even with these changes and proposals, Rugen doesn't see himself going back.
Honestly, it's kind of like once the bridge is burned, there's no going back, I think, in my opinion, unless there's some major drastic change in maybe these improvements he's planning on doing will be those changes necessary, but until there's a massive shift in how you feel, how secure my family feels when they're there, I don't foresee us going back.
You don't have that feeling right now.
Right.
We have a lot of great things for the community, and so we definitely don't want us to be judged by one incident that happens, or, we have some fights that happen at the Arc, and that shouldn't be how people judge our facility.
Welcome.
Thomas's attorney, Jessica Caldera, says that Thomas's son was trying to get away from that fight. She pointed out that when people allegedly attacked her son, Arc staff didn't do anything to stop it. Huffington says Arc staff will go through more de-escalation and even active shooter training now as well.